Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here with some more Xdefiant news, and what I kind of wanted to go through today was essentially just the absolute servers and the state that this game is currently in. The first thing I want to know is that the game hasn't been in this bad of a shape since the beta. It got a lot better in the preseason. It still had a lot of its issues. We got a lot of good positive fixes within the kind of preseason. We got balance into kind of the bunny hopping, the snipers. There's been a lot, and I know there's a rigmarole with the kind of weapon XP and that ranking, but we got there. But since season 1 has come out and I've been playing this game, the ping and the lobby connection and the servers in general have been absolutely disgraceful in this game. And I will scream is essentially you see that someone in this game has 172 ping, someone else has 109 to 112 ping, and then even on my kind of load up screen for Xdefiant, I had 200 ping. I had to shut this game down 3 times for this game to kind of balance out. And even in that, I've had issues where, hit reg and getting shot behind walls and just delays in general. The game felt sluggish. I really thought that like maybe there's been some nerfs to certain guns because I felt like I was just pumping bullets into them and it really just wasn't doing enough damage. And it's really frustrating because the issues that and the bugs that persist in this game is causing a problem. And what is that problem? Here it is right now. For this game to succeed, it needs the casual player. Okay, it will have its hardcore fans, it will have a hardcore general base of first-person shooters, people who love Call of Duty, and just all in all first-person shooter games, and especially that kind of competitive game mode as well. So they'll have those players. But for the game to succeed, they need the general audience, the general player who comes in after work, college, school, whatever it may be, to come in and give a couple of hours a day. And they don't see the information on X, they don't see the information mainly on YouTube. They want to probably see videos like this. Maybe a lot do. Maybe you're a casual player, but I'm talking about the vast majority. They won't see it. And what will happen is that they what they see is what they get. If they jump on and they say this game is shit because I get bad lobbies, there's lag, there's ping, there's this, there's that, they just tend to not want to play the game. And what do? They default back to the original, which is 9 times out of 10 probably a Battlefield or a Call of Duty. And then they'd rather that dumb stuff for it than the dumb stuff for it that they're currently trying to find, because they know that dumb stuff for it, and that's fine. But for this game has so much promise, and for it to take so many steps back, the ability's not working when you're close to a wall. Sometimes when you die, your abilities don't work at all. You would have to kind of change out your faction. I've actually ran a game where my ultra didn't work, and no, before you say it, nobody was using DedSec, nobody put that ability on. It just didn't work. Even when I died, even when I changed my actual character's ability to still keep that ultimate, it still didn't work. So there's huge bugs in this game, and I feel bad for when I'm doing well in the game, because I'm kind of saying to myself, is it me that I'm doing well, or is it just somebody suffering with bad internet or a bad connection or wherever it may be? And then vice versa, when you're getting shit on, it's like, is it this me? I'm not usually this bad. How is this? And I was like, how did I get that kill, or how did I die? When all these questions start getting asked by the player base, it's a big issue, because you're not now enjoying the game upon your skill and the ability to know the map and the ability to build your gun and the ability to kind of choose the right faction for what game mode you're in. It's all now wondering what's coming next. Is it the actual servers, or is it me, or where is it at? So I just think that the overall idea, as they had said for this game, ping is king. Currently, right now, ping is not king. It's causing big issues. There's so many bugs, and my big problem with this as well is that when season 1 dropped, there wasn't even a lot of content. It wasn't like version 2.0. We got a new map, we got a few new guns, a new faction, and a new game mode, a new battle pass. That's just standard in most games. Now, does that come with its own teeth and problems? Yes, but not to this level. This is absolutely game breaking level. I'm really at a point of where I'm getting frustrated with this game. Like, the PlayStation users and Xbox users had obviously a bigger problem than PC, but there's still huge problems on PC as well. Sometimes the visuals were causing me issues as well, and it's insane. Like, I was just really getting frustrated. But look, there is promise here. The game is in a great game. When it's running perfectly and smoothly, it's probably one of the best games I've played. And it's still up there as, I think, being able to stay alongside Call of Duty in the long run in its own probably category. Maybe not in the scale, but I do think it can stay up there. But that's only when it's running well. And we've only got small glimpses of the game running the way it should be running. In those glimpses, it's magical, it's great, it's amazing. I'm sure people who've played the game can agree with that. But then there's other points where it just doesn't feel good at all, and that really does outweigh the amount of time that you have in the game, that when it does feel right. So it's about, for me, it's about 70-30, and that's to the negative on this game. And then that's the feel of the game, the lobbies, and I'm really getting pissed because I'm even getting to a point where the game is making me think, is it my internet? Is it my PC? But it's not. It's essentially, the game itself, because I've tried other games. I've ran other games on my PC. I've ran other games on my PlayStation, and they work perfectly and fine. And I haven't seen these issues ever before. And I want to just make a quick comment on what Mark Rubin had said, saying, look, this engine was not built for a first-person shooter. Okay, that's understandable, but you've worked on the original Call of Duties, and you know that deep down, those games didn't have the issues that this game has. Fair enough, we can go back and chalk off the engine was built for, like, the Division, I think it was the Division 2, where it's that kind of third-person, half-open world game over the shoulder. I get it. It's a different type of style altogether. But, like, I'm sure they can understand to say to somebody, look, if you don't want to play the game, you can go off and play a different game. But this game only survives with the casual player, because they're the people who want to come in. Essentially, they're working, college, whatever it may be, during their days. They don't have 10 and 12 hours a day to put in. Or maybe they're just a dad or a mom or whoever it may be, brother or sister, who only gets weekend play, and they want to jump on. They're the people who buy the skips in the battle pass, who want to kind of keep up to date because they don't have the time to grind. And if you lose them, you're losing a huge chunk of revenue that allows for this type of game to sustain, because it is a free-to-play game. You didn't get an upfront fee of 40 euros or dollars, or 60 or 80 euros or dollars across the board to kind of have a big upfront payment scheme so this game can have money in the bank to keep going. You didn't. It's free to play, so you're really working off the people who are going to come back all the time, buy those battle passes, buy stuff in the shop, and continue to play your game. And if you don't have that, due to the casual player not wanting to play, because realistically, the casual player, it's what you see is what you get. If I go into a game and I'm the casual player, I've done it before I really start, like, really wanting to make gaming my sole focus, is that you jump on and you immediately say to yourself, this is a shit game, it's a terrible lobby, I can't get a kill, I can't do this, I can't do that, what's the point, there's lag everywhere. And you just don't want to play the game anymore. They don't keep up with X and the information that Mark Rubin's putting out, or Xdefiant. They don't keep up with every YouTuber that covers these type of games. The kind of hardcore gamers and the people who watch my videos and other videos, yeah, they'll understand that the game is a work in progress. But if the casual player is not up for that, there's a big problem there. And it drops off, and then you've got a complete decline. And to have that on the back of, Call of Duty coming out when they really need a win, and it looks like they're aiming for a big win when it comes to the new Black Ops 6, it just seems like they need to get their ducks in a row and have this game functioning at the level that it should be functioning at. And as I said, when it comes to the lobbies and ping, it's a big issue. I'd love to know your thoughts down below in the comments. As you know already, in our past videos that we just launched the last couple of days, great conversations, people giving some insight on it. I'd love to see the same again. If you're a returning viewer, hit a sub, hit a like, stick around for more Xdefiant. If you're new to the channel, you feel free to do the same. Hit a like, hit a sub, get in the comments below. Let me know if you're having big issues with these lobbies and servers, or anything I brought up in this video. I'm always in the comment section to talk and converse and have an open conversation. And that's really it from me, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video and listening to me. I can be a bit annoying at times, I know it, but I appreciate you anyway, and I will catch you on the next one.
rough op. Heads up. I'm detecting our sonar tech. Mission accomplished. Player of the match? You don't even officially exist. Who's making these decisions? What's their clearance level?